Thinking outside the box is a phrase that gets thrown around a lot, but how often do people really put into practice? My entire career has been shaped by this approach, always looking for unconventional solutions in a world that often clings to the familiar. One experience that stands out vividly involved the world of domain names, a market that was booming at one time. I remember someone bought the domain name business.com and later sold it for $7 million. That's when I knew there was real money in this. During this time, I was living between Los Angeles and a place up in the mountains outside the city. The house that I rented was in a gated community. Let's call it Bird's Eye Estates. It was a luxurious place, filled with million-dollar properties. You'd expect everything to be meticulously managed, including its online presence. Being in the domain business, I naturally checked to see if the domain birdseyeestates.com was available. To my surprise, it was. I snapped it up immediately, knowing I was sitting on a potential gold mine. I tried reaching out to real estate companies and others in the community to discuss the value of the domain, but I was met with silence. It was as if nobody understood or cared about the value I was offering. So I decided I'll sell the domain. But when I put it on the market, the offers were laughable. Hundreds of dollars when I knew it was worth tens of thousands. This is where thinking out of the box really came to play. I needed a way to make people see the value and had to do it quickly and effectively. This is when the idea hit me. What if, instead of trying to convince people of the domain's worth, I showed them what would happen if it fell into the wrong hands? So, I set up the domain name to forward to one of the most popular porn sites at the time. Within literally hours of doing this, my phone and email blew up. The outrage was immediate and intense. People from the community were furious. I stayed calm and I simply told them that the domain name was for sale. If they wanted to control it, they could buy it at a fair price. That simple maneuver turned few $100 offers into a $25,000 sale. Now, was it the nicest way to handle things? Probably not, but it wasn't illegal. And it drove home a point that stuck with me ever since. Thinking outside the box can pay off in unexpected ways. It's about seeing opportunities where others see none. And sometimes it's about being bold enough to take the risk when others are too afraid or too conventional to act. So if you're looking to achieve something extraordinary, remember, sometimes you have to be willing to color outside the lines. The world rewards those who dare to be different.